You don't know any law.
Nah, I literally know zero law scaling. So I.
Okay.
All right. Do you
I,
want me to go first? I'll,
if you're gonna use Ashura Zoro, I already like know the scaling. You're gonna like say that he scored Kaido with like Ashura.
you
That's
agree with
fine.
that?
Yeah, he can scar Kaido. That's fine. I don't think that like makes him like stronger than Law at all. I think I think the only reason why
Wait.
he really scared him is
So can
because
I scale? Because I don't think he can just scar Kai. Like I have like a full scale and shit. Can
okay,
I
yeah,
like?
sure. Go ahead, go
All
ahead.
right. Thank you.
This nigga Faye is like the biggest fucking
Are you in?
Kaido.
Did you look at scans?
I'm in scans right now.
All right. Do you see the scale I posted?
Alright, yeah, it says Ashura Zoro relative to hybrid Kaido.
Over
Okay, so
law,
what just
yes.
is this?
All right. So what part do you want to contest first? Just Asura Zoro relative to hybrid Kaido?
I can do. I'll contest like Ashura Zoro and then like overlaw because that's also part of the scaling.
No, this is a chain scaling, so it would be first Ashura Zoro relative to hybrid Kaido, and then hybrid Kaido over law.
You can change even though it's a chain scaling. Just like you know that like your chain skill also implies that like Zoro is still overlaw. That's obviously part of your chain
Yes,
skill. So I
but
said I can attack that first.
the reasoning for Asura Zoro being over law is the fact that he's relative to hybrid Kaido, who I believe scales
Okay, yeah,
directly
that.
over law.
Okay. So what? All right. If you want to be like that, that's fine. All right. What do you think makes them exactly relative? Like, what do you
It
think makes
makes
them relative?
that makes Ashura Zoro and hybrid Kaido relative. All right, let me get some scans for you. Well, a scan for you. Keep current selection. All right. So in the bottom right corner of the scan, do you see that panel with like that says like Asura, blades drawn, like in that bottom right panel?
Yep.
All right. Do you see the clang and the ka-chang
Mm-hmm.
indicating clashes?
Wait, the clang and the what?
The clang and the ka-chang, like the two, like the exclamation
I
points,
see.
one to the left, one to the right.
I hear H and G. I see the H and G, and then like I hear the blades drawn. But I don't know where the fuck you're getting like clanging chain. I don't see
It
that at all.
literally says, like you can add, like can you not read? It literally says. So do you under blades drawn? Do you see like that little like black like text in Japanese or whatever that's in, like the exclamation points right below it, blades drawn?
That's just Zoro yelling.
Are
I
you?
don't,
Do you not
I don't know
see
what
it
you're
say
talking about.
ka-chang? Are you like blind?
No, it doesn't say Kaching. What are you talking? Oh, it's blurry as fuck.
Yeah, that says ka-chang and
If you had like sent up more clear scan, I would have understood that. But
yeah. Sorry, it says ka-chang and clang. Do you see that now?
yeah, now I see it.
All right. So do you see that it's indicating clashes here?
Sure, you could say that it's indicating a class. I
Uh,
guess.
I wouldn't say a clash. The fact that there's two that he indicated two separate sounds. I believe that the more likely interpretation for that would be two clashes.
No, I think that like that could just be two of his blades hitting him at once, making two different sounds because they're two different blades. That doesn't mean it's two clashes. It could just
So
be
what do
a
you
clash.
so are you aware that Kaido has one club?
That's fine, but Zoro has two swords. Was my point. That doesn't attack my point at all.
So are you asserting that it's a possibility that both of his swords hit his club at the same time?
I'm saying that it could have been one after another. That's fine, but like
So
the
you
whole
agree
point.
that's two different clashes. If it's one after
That's
another,
not.
that's two different
Oh my
clashes.
god. Hold on. No, that's not what I'm like saying.
You just
I'm
said
saying
one
that
after another.
that isn't just because one hits another one after doesn't mean it's two separate clashes. It depends on what you define a clash as.
A clash
Because
is two
obviously
weapons.
two
Okay, I'll
swords can
define
hit.
clash
They
for
could
you.
be
I'll
one
define
clash.
clash for you.
Like a person who holds like dual wield swords can hit a person like multiple times with two swords. It'd be like one clash.
So if the definition of clash is a violent confrontation. I believe that a sword hitting a club multiple times would be a violent confrontation. You believe that a sword hitting a club is a violent confrontation?
Yeah, but that like does that. All right, the thing is that definition doesn't prove to me that it's two separate classes. That can all still that whole definition can like
Okay, so basically,
correspond to
let
my
me
point.
explain to
My
you
point
why.
is
Let me
that
explain.
you
Can I explain to you
hold up.
why?
Let me finish. I'm saying that the whole definition can correspond to my point, which my point is that him hitting two of his swords out two different times doesn't necessarily mean it's a different class because it's still a violent confrontation. It can be classified as one thing. That doesn't prove shit. So you can like send something else
Okay,
to
so
help
you just
justify
said
it.
okay,
That's
so
equal interpretation.
you are no, it's not. So you're asserting I have more proof for it being a clash. This isn't just it. I have more proof for this, but I'll start
We're
with
at an
this.
agreement that it's a clash. I'm saying that it's not two
Okay,
separate
so you
classes.
agree there's at least one clash, and
I
then
said that it can be a clash. I already said that.
wait. Can you once again state your argument for why you believe it couldn't be two clashes here? Because I just want to
Okay.
understand your
I'm saying that just because it's sword, like another sword. All right, a person who has dual wield swords, but in this case, there's 9 swords, obviously. But hypothetically speaking, there's a dude with two swords. He's going to fight another dude with one sword. All right, he hits. They basically they hit each other with the sword, and then he uses the other sword to hit the other dude as well. That can still be classified as one clash. My whole point is that this can be a clash
wait.
rather
What do
than
you mean
two
hit the
clashes.
other dude? There's Kaido and Zoro here. What do you mean the other
I
dude?
said it's hypothetical. I said that there's person A, person B. Person A has 2 swords. Person A has 1 sword. Person A uses 1 sword to attack person B. Person B and person A are clashing. Then person A also brings in his other sword to help attack. That still classifies as one clash.
All right. So basically, what I'll do is just I'll basically just refute that to saying like what we see here is like okay. Actually, wait. No, I'll just agree on equal interpretation. I have more proof of this being a clash. I'll agree to equal interpretation. On that part of the scan. Are you aware that the Wano anime is canon?
The Wano anime is canon.
Yes.
Uh, why? All right, why is it canon first? I don't really know if it's canon or not. Like
I'll
completely.
provide you a scan. There's basically an interview with the animation studio that basically says they check with Oda before adding in fight scenes, etc.
All
I'll
right, go
provide you a
ahead.
scan.
Well, I cannot wait to get to my skill. My skill gonna be wicked. Okay, it says when drawing a battle in
I
an
provided
animated
two
anime.
scans just to prove to you that this is an interview, etc.
It says when drawing a battle in an anime that did not happen, that did not appear in the manga. We will make sure. How does that prove Wano's can canon? Like what? Let
Do
me
you
read the
understand
second.
what Oda's approval is?
That doesn't make it canon. Oda can
Did you
approve
read
of
the second part? Did you read the second part of the scan?
expectation.
It will be in addition to the manga rather than being plain filler. Complementing the manga rather than being plain filler. Hello? Hello? Quintz, hello, are you here? My mom called though. Yeah.
What's the topic?
Zoro versus Law, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm actually I low key don't want to just note if him on my scaling because I low key want to like actually like listen to law scaling. I've never heard law scaling before. Bro. No clue, dog. This dude is so like.
All right. I'm back. My mom called me. Okay, I didn't. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I did not see the fucking bottom part. I can't even lie. I was reading the first part. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Okay, yeah. All right, so do you have like any contentions with that? Are you fine with that?
I mean that's fine, but I just feel like the anime could still portray it slightly different than what the manga does because we know that like manga isn't like animated, and there's instances to where the manga and the anime like differ. You know, like Luffy's like dodging the pacifista lasers. It's like
All
portrayed
right, so
differently.
basically what
He
this is
dodges.
saying is for Wano. This is for Wano, not from
Okay.
previous times. Because I agree with you that in previous arcs that there's no confirmation that the anime is canon. For the Wano arc, we know that it's canon. That was my statement.
There actually is confirmation about that. I don't think it's like relevant to get into, but the whole point is just like there's a difference between animation and then like manga panels, things of that sort. Now that was my point, right? Because like, my whole point was that when in Sabiori Archipelago, when they come back after the 2-year time
Like
skip,
I just stated, that's irrelevant to my claim.
it's
My
not
claim is that the
irrelevant though.
Wano my claim is that the Wano anime is canon. If you have any contentions
Okay, I'm
with the
saying that
Wano
it can be
anime being
canon, but I'm
canon,
saying that
I do
the
not care
animation
about the
difference can portray
Saibodi.
it
I do not care
differently.
about the Saibodi arc. My argument.
Okay, so you
I
just
did
like
not.
don't care about my argument then, because my
No, because
argument
okay, let
deals
me
with like
explain to you why your argument.
animation
Can I
compared to
explain to you why?
manga.
Can I explain to you
The
why your
example was
argument is
Sabaody,
irrelevant
but
to my
that's not
claim?
like
Can I
my whole
explain to
argument.
Can I explain to you why this is irrelevant to my claim? Why your statement is
Okay, you're
irrelevant to my
saying,
claim? Because I don't
you've
want
already told me, but
because
I'm
I don't
telling you
want
that
to
you're
go
not
on a
understanding my
tangent. Because
argument.
I need
Okay, you need to go to sleep. You can postpone this and debate it later. My whole point is that animation and manga have their distinctions, and an example of that is with Sabaody Archipelago. That's what I said. It's an example. It's not my whole argument. If you actually pay attention, you know what I'm saying. So I'm saying that the way they portray the fight in the manga, obviously animated, it's not going to be the same because it's not fucking written anymore. It's animated. You understand that?
you're just you're just completely disregarding the statement I gave you. It's literally explicitly stating it will be portrayed as complementing the manga rather than being plain filler. It's
Do you know what that
literally
means?
yes, that means that it's do you know are you aware of the definition of complementing?
Yes. That's why I
All
asked you if you
right.
know what that
If it's
means.
complementing the manga, it would be an addition to the manga. And it's not filler. It's addition to the manga. And it's
Okay,
literally
but
saying it's not filler. And it's literally
it
previously
isn't.
stating
Oh my
we
god,
will
it
make
doesn't
sure
have
we
to
have
be filler.
Oda's
That's what I'm saying.
approval. So
Bro,
okay,
Kazuki, it doesn't have to
wait,
be
no, no,
like.
no, no. Let me finish my
Oh,
argument. No, no, no.
you don't
Let me finish my
understand.
argument. Let
You
me
don't
finish my
understand.
argument. I'm not done with my argument. Can you let me finish? I let you finish. Now let me finish. What I am saying is, I have first of all to like expand upon my argument. Do you agree that the manga is written through what Oda believes is like it's his manga? It's writing what he believes. Correct.
The manga, sure.
All right. So if these additions that they are stating are not filler are also approved by Oda, wouldn't it be the most likely interpretation that what is these additions in the Wano anime would be what Oda wants since he approved it?
Not necessarily. I think that like when it talks about like what's it called? How do I explain this? It's more of like if these additions to the manga are like in the anime and he didn't add it to the fucking manga, like obviously he didn't because it's like anime only type shit. Then if he actually wanted in there, he could have put it in the manga, but did he? No. It's just like It's just for entertainment purposes for the anime. My whole point is that animation differs from manga. Whether it's canon or not doesn't matter. Whether he believes in like what
So
and
you
what he
just said
approves
it
of
doesn't
doesn't
matter
matter
whether it's canon
because
or not.
Oda can approve of like.
Whoa, wait. You just said it doesn't matter whether it's canon or not. That's what we're arguing.
Oh my god, no! What I'm arguing now is that there's differences between a manga and an animation, so it's better to go off what's in the actual manga rather than the anime because of distinction.
So do you agree that the anime is canon? You're moving on to a different point?
Bro, what the bro? I swear, are you like not comprehending? I obviously did move on. I said it can be canon. Literally, my whole argument was that it can be canon, but since there's distinctions between the anime and the manga, I think that it's best to just go with what the manga is like portraying rather than what the anime portrays because there's always differences between animation and what's inside of the actual book itself. I've been arguing that
So
the entire
basically,
time.
I'm using the anime as a complement to the manga to basically improve upon my interpretation. So basically, what I am telling you, right, is that do you like my whole point of bringing up this scan is for you to agree that it's canon. So that now that you've agreed that it's canon, can I move on with my argument? Because that's all that I needed.
Okay, well, I mean, we've already moved on from that argument.
All right,
It's just
thank
like,
you.
what
Okay,
are you
then I'll
bringing
expand
now?
upon my argument. All right, is that fine?
Okay, what else are you gonna say then? Because I think, I mean, in all honesty, you are using like compliment wrong. It's not more. It's not an addition. It's more of like a praise thing.
You
So
just
like, even though I
already
don't really care,
You literally
even if I
just
don't care,
said that
it
you
isn't like
do believe that it's canon and that you moved on. Judge, is that
nigga.
am I
Oh my
not
god,
wrong
I
in
said
saying that?
you, bro. Are you retarded? I said compliment. I didn't say anything about canon. Are you not listening to what I'm saying?
Okay, hold up. Judge, Judge.
But I said that it doesn't hurt me anyway, so I don't care. Oh, okay, that's fine. I don't give a fuck.
All right, you accepted it's canon. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, I'm sending a link for this is Ashura Zoro versus Kaido clashes actually. You can go to 45 seconds. That's where what we are looking at would come up. Oh wait, shoot, sorry, my bad. It's not 40 seconds. My bad. I'm retarded. My apologies. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. My fault. Sorry. You can see. Wait, have you watched it yet? Yo.
Yeah, this is where my whole disagreement stemmed upon. That's why I said the difference of events portrayed in the anime differs from the manga.
But you've agreed that the anime
oh my
is
God.
canon.
It's canon, but it's not better than the source material, which is my point. Like, what the fuck? I don't
Okay,
agree
so basically we agreed on equal interpretation in the source material. So basically what I'm telling you is unless you can provide a different interpretation of the anime, then my point will stand because this is canon, like we agreed on.
You
It
can
would.
like, provide a scan in the manga that like helps support your like.
I wouldn't have to because we agreed that this would be canon, and
But then I
we
also
also agreed
disagree with
upon
it
equal.
being the portrayal of the exact same events in the manga. That's what I also disagree with.
So once
Things can
again,
be
I am
canon, but
literally
not
okay.
portrayed
Once
exactly the same.
again, this is you backtracking. All right, so
That's
I'll
not a
take your
backtrack.
concession if you stay on this because
Are you
we
retarded?
literally
That's not a
agreed.
backtrack.
Once again,
I
I'll
said
go
that it's
back for
canon,
you.
but I'm saying that
If you
canon
continue
things do not
after
have to
I
be
present
portrayed
to
the
you
exact
why your
same.
argument is false here, why your argument
I
is
don't have a
backtracking.
false argument. False argument.
It is okay. Can I explain to you why? Can you stop talking? Thank you.
Oh my god.
Appreciate
Okay,
it.
do it without strawmanning me, please. Let's see what you did.
I'm not. You're because you're literally saying that the anime differs from the manga. Can you prove
Yeah,
why
I'm
it
saying the
differs?
sequels events are different, but yet it's still canon, which is perfectly fine.
Because literally,
But I'm
it's
saying that
so
we would
agree
have to
it's canon. It's part of One Piece. We're debating One
Nigga,
Piece.
that doesn't fucking matter. If it's different from the actual source material and the portrayal of events is different, I shouldn't have to take
How's
that.
it different? How is it different?
I told you how it's different. I gave you a whole example. What the fuck are you talking about? And then we see here,
Because we're arguing about Wano.
we see 4 clashes within the manga. They don't even do nothing like that. Like, what the fuck? That
What do
just
you mean
shows
they
you
don't do nothing like that?
different.
There's
From 30
sound
seconds to
indications.
1 minute.
There are
There's
indications.
Like 4 whole clashes. That never fucking happens. Like, what the
All
fuck?
right, so basically, let me explain to you. You're once again just like you're just making shitty arguments for no reason.
I'm not making.
So basically,
within
within the manga that we see the Klang and Kachang indicating that there were clashes. So we know that within the anime, if they added in clashes and that we established that would be canon, it is not something that was added that would disrupt what happened in this fight.
How do you know that?
Let me finish my fucking argument. Stop talking over me. Thank you.
I'm trying to ask you, how do you know?
No. Let me finish my argument. Stop talking over me. Let me finish my argument. Stop talking over me. Thank you. All right. So your argument is that this is different from what happens in the manga. What I am saying is, within the anime, if you watch this clip that I sent you, Zoro activates Ashra mode. Kaido looks at him. Consistent, right? Next, we see them clash, right? Within the anime, and we see the Kachang and Klang indication within the manga as well. So them clashing does not disrupt what's happening in this fight, and then we next see Zoro scar Kaido, which is also consistent in the anime. So what I am saying, it is more likely that this is not, what I'm saying is that it's not, you saying that it's just like a random addition that you can just disregard is completely false, because within this manga panel, there are indications that they did clash, and then the rest of what happened is in a synchronous order within the anime with what happened in the manga as well. So what I am telling you is, not only did you agree it's canon, the order of events is the same, and then on top of that, like, Oda approved all of this. So what I'm saying is, your argument and skepticism has no base whatsoever.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't. I just explained why.
You want me to explain? You want to explain me? All right. You want me to explain to you why my argument does have base, why my skepticism does have base, and why everything I'm saying right now should go through?
Go ahead.
So look,
if you bring up Sabaody, this is a circular.
I don't have to bring up Sabaody because that was just an example of a distinction between animation and like manga. So we see in the manga panel, we see that there's that Kaching shit, whatever. And then we see right after that, he sliced through them. An easy interpretation of that is that, once they hit or like clash or whatever, Zoro just goes through him. But then we see in the anime, this is completely different. And then he hits him more than like 2 times. But we don't see this in the manga panels either. I think that it's safe to say that if this were the case, how it would be in the manga, they would have added 2 extra panels to the story to make it seem that way. So the portrayal of events is exactly the same. So the thing is with the anime, since it's animated, things about it is going to be distinct from what the manga is itself. Like, obviously, because we know that the animation, they're able to like actually move. They don't stand still. They're not drawings or anything like that. But it's still fictional. So if we have these 2 things, I have a perfect reason to be skeptical on the anime portraying the exact sequence of events that the manga does. And then even then, we see consistently within even other animes and animation just in totality that things get distinct from the manga. And then we also, and even then, yeah, I'm saying that it can be canon. Okay, so he's arguing that it's like different, but it's canon. No, because every time I ask him if it's the same, he says it's the same.
Bro?
He keeps saying it's the same. So like, now he's confusing me. Does he think they're different? I wasn't even finished yet because he asked me a question, but like, if he's saying that they're different, but it's just an addition, What was the point in arguing about it being exactly the same and making that?
I didn't say
point?
it's exactly the same. You argued.
You just said
know,
that
dude.
stayed
You
the
stop
same.
straw manning me, dog.
We can go in the recording. You literally said
I understand we can go in the recording. The judge just said what I said too. What you stated was that the sequence of events within the manga and the anime could be different, and therefore that was your base for the skepticism. And I went in and showed you that in the clip and in the manga, the sequence of events is the same. That's what I showed. I didn't say it's the exact same. And then on top of that, what I am stating is, like Kay said, is that within the anime, there are additions, and the scans I provided above are literally saying those additions would be canon. So then what I am telling you is, if within this anime panel, right, within this anime, it that is canon to the source material, and a complement to the source material that is canon, and it's showing that Zoro did in fact clash with Kaido multiple times, there's a more that he clashed multiple times with Kaido. Like, there's nothing more to it.
Okay, so I see where you're coming from, but like, then again, I still like wildly disagree, because you can literally get other implications from the manga to which their portrayal of events is exactly the same. I don't give a fuck if it's an addition. That's fine. But if we're equal interpretation on the scan itself in the manga, and we've been using the manga this entire time, and you try to stem and use the anime, which obviously has a differentiation from the manga to help you substantiate
canon
manga scaling, then it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain this, but it kind of like doesn't work out, because the manga can portray it way differently, no matter if Oda approves it or not. Because obviously, there's things that he's approved of, like, what's it called, 3D2Y or whatever the fuck you call it. That movie where he like Luffy punches on that one dude who can like.
You just brought up a non-canon fucking movie. Hello?
That's not my point. The whole point is that he can approve of things, and then like.
That's a disanalogous or whatever.
Okay,
the fuck it's called.
That's not disanalogous, because my whole point is just like
it is disanalogous. You want me to explain why? Want me to explain why?
You're gonna say it's non-canon, but that's not my point. The point now
that means it would be disanalogous, because the source I'm using is canon.
Approval is dealing with his approval, which is my point. My point is that
you're like completely blowing past the fact that you agreed it's canon.
Oh my god. Okay, I can agree that it's canon. That's fine. Like, I don't care. That's not like, I don't.
You don't care. Okay.
Like, what the fuck? My whole argument is that we were arguing on the source material. So if we're at equal interpretation, it's your job to provide a scan that like helps support your stance. Otherwise, your whole interpretation.
Okay, so basically, I'll start by refuting your first argument. You're shotgunning me. I'll refute your first argument.
I'm explaining my argument. You stupid.
Because you made the argument about like we were using the manga before, and now I try to stem off and use the anime. So let me address that. Let me address that first. You're shotgunning me.
Like,
no, I don't believe that's true, because you're basically that whole statement presupposes the fact that we agreed upon only using the manga. We didn't.
That's not what it presupposes at all. There's never no presupposition. I'm just saying that
it is. Because you said we are originally using the manga.
That's not what I said. My argument doesn't stem on if we agree on that. It's just that we used that previously, so it makes more sense for you to use something in that same sequence rather than something that's different. That's my point,
bro. What I'm using something that's canon to the source material of One Piece. So are you asserting that you're not allowed using also within debating? Are you because what I'm confused about is like, are you saying you're only allowed using the manga to scale characters? Is that the only thing you're?
What I said? Because
I'm confused. I'm confused as to what your argument is.
Manga interpretations. So then I said using the anime to support a manga interpretation just doesn't make sense, because there's too many distinctions between animation and manga. Are you not understanding that?
So what I'm saying,
a manga scan to help support you, otherwise the point gets dropped.
Why would I have to use a manga scan when I've proven that the anime is canon and that it follows the same order of events and it does not alter the events of what happened? Like,
it's still altered. Like, no matter how you want to put it, no matter if it's canon or not, it's still altered, so it doesn't actually reach us to a consensus. Because I can just say, well, it's animated, so it's going to be portrayed like that, because it can't be portrayed like that in the manga. Then we can't reach a consensus on what the scan actually is like interpreted as. So that's why I said you need to provide an actual manga scan which helps your statement. Like you don't have that obviously, but it would be
Okay,
different.
you're completely disregarding my
If we
arguments, bro.
No, I'm not.
You
I've
are.
already how because I've heard yeah, my whole point. All right, yeah, we can go to conclusions.
Let me
I
let
don't
me.
have
I'll can I state my because you just like I feel as though you were just weren't like you weren't going to my argument. We stemmed off. Can I like restate my argument to see like if you actually have like an actual refutation to it?
I've already refuted it.
I don't believe you did. I feel like you misunderstood my argument.
I didn't
Because
misunderstand
you are
anything.
because you
just don't
keep
understand
bringing up the okay. Can I explain my argument
Yeah,
real
go
quick?
ahead.
And then we
Go
can go
ahead.
to conclusions if you'd like. All right.
Sure.
So basically, what I am arguing, right? So I first I established that the anime would be canon, correct? Do you agree with that?
Sure.
All right. Next, what I did, right, is say that within this anime clip that we established is canon, by the way, so Zoro did in fact clash with Kaido multiple times, which is the whole point. This is what the point we're contending right now, whether it was one clash or multiple clashes. So what I am then saying is that since we proved that these anime additions are approved by Oda and not filler and are canon, then that this would then support the fact that that Zoro did in fact clash with Kaido multiple times. What I am saying is, unless you provide a canon source that or some type of source in which you can refute or show something that would contradict the fact that he didn't clash with Kaido multiple times, then it wouldn't your argument falls apart because you keep arguing that these additions would like somehow discredit this when in fact we've already established that it is canon. So it is a canon source. And you're trying to discredit a canon source. Like that doesn't even make sense.
Okay, we can go to conclusions.
All right. Okay, go ahead. You can make your conclusion.
Okay, so this is my conclusion. Basically, I did agree that the anime is canon, right? And I'm saying that that's fine as canon, but I'm saying that if we have an equal interpretation on a manga scan, because we're originally arguing manga, if this is the case, then to use something like the anime, whether it's canon, non-canon, approved by Oda, not approved by Oda, whatever the fuck it may be, then it's inconsistent because the way it's portrayed in the manga will and can be different. One's animated, one's not. One complements the manga, whatever. So if this is the case for an equal interpretation on a manga scan, it makes the most sense to find an implication from another manga scan or direct statement from another manga scan, which can help substantiate his interpretation of the scan over mine. Whether it's I'm not really discrediting that it's like canon. I don't know where he got it from. I'm discrediting that it can prove his burden that like they clashed in the manga. Like that's it.
All right. So basically, my conclusion is that he misunderstood my entire argument. To start off, we dismissed that first part. We dismissed that manga. Well, not the whole manga scale, but that certain panel due to equal interpretation. This was a brand new canon source that I brought to light, and I proved that it was canon. And within this canon source, it shows that they did in fact clash multiple times, which is consistent with in the events in which happened in this in this anime. Anime clip is consistent with what happened in the manga, and it's also proven that it is in fact canon, which he agreed to. So yeah, that's basically my argument that he first of all did not understand my argument. He kept thinking I was referring back to the scan, but like that panel, but we already agreed to equal interpretation on that and dismissed that. So this is a brand new source, a canon source that I brought to light that he never refuted. He literally never refuted the fact that Zoro did in fact clash multiple times with Kaido within this clip that we both agreed is canon. So therefore, Kaido and Zoro did clash multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how the fuck do you drop the manga scan? But yeah, you've been referred to it multiple times. What?
No, okay, so basically, wait, can I explain? Yeah, okay, can I explain? So when I went back to the manga, if you remember correctly, basically he contested the fact that the events within the clip are different from what happened in the manga. So I went back into the manga for the entire, because the entire scan wasn't equal interpretation. It was just that singular panel. I basically showed him that the rest of the events, such as Zoro going into Ashura mode, Kaido acknowledging he went into Ashura mode, and then Zoro scarring Kaido, all of that also happens in the clip. So I was basically showing him that, in fact, the events were still there, and it wasn't different within the anime itself. I didn't... Hello?
Thank you.
Wait, no, I want to contend that judgment. That's just completely
Thank
dog
you.
shit. Okay, I would. Okay,
Hey,
I'll debate you on your judgment. That's just ass. Like, what? It is. He never contend because okay, no. Because I literally, first of all, you just completely disregarded my conclusion. First of all, second of all, because I literally stated. First of all, I stated Zoro. Okay, shut your bitch ass up. First off, I like, shut up. You think you're Apollo, you're not. Shut your bitch ass up. Can you prove that claim? Bro, I literally stated, when I first brought up the clip, I literally first stated that Zoro clashes multiple times with Kaido. He left that point unaddressed, which is the whole point of this entire argument. He left that unaddressed. I said that in my conclusion too, that he did not contend the fact that Zoro within a canon source clashed with Kaido multiple times. And I brought that up. He never contended that. He never contended it. Show me in the recording where he contended it. No, bring up the recording. Bring up the recording and show me where he contended that, because he did not. Oh, you sound like a... Shut your bitch ass up, bro. Show me that. Show me it. Show me it.
Why?
Show me it.